book clients. If you're wondering how to book with me, I use an app called Booksy. Just download this app and type in 360 Jeezy and you can find the latest times and dates that I have available. I set my schedule 2 weeks out, so don't think that I'm booked out all year. Now barbers, if you're looking to expand your business, then you need to check out Booksy Biz app. This app makes your life a whole lot easier. No more writing down your clients, saving all your clients' name and number in your phone, having clients call you any hour in the middle of the night. Booksy Biz schedules out your appointments for you. One of the many things that I do like about Booksy is they have this feature where the client can put a percentage down for booking their appointment. That way, if you get a no-call, no-show, you at least get something for that slot. As barbers, we will all rather the client show up, right? But if that doesn't happen, at least we get some type of percentage or whatever percentage that you set for that time. So if you're a barber or a student coming fresh out of barber school, make sure you download Booksy Biz for your business. Make sure you download the app today. All right, YouTube, so to start this haircut off, what you wanna do is you wanna comb the hair out. What this does, it lifts the waves off of the scalp, making it easier for the hair to feed into the teeth of the blades. Also, it kind of puts your client at ease knowing that you know what direction his hair grows in. So now that you have everything lifted off of the scalp, my client wants a 2 on top, so I went ahead and grabbed my 2 guard with the lever fully closed, and I'm going the same direction that I combed in. I'm going in that same direction. I'm going slow, making sure that I watch out for any, cowlicks or anything like that. You should have already been kind of looking for cowlicks as well as you're combing. So just make sure that you're mindful of that too before you start, just cutting down hair. All right, so before I get into it, I really want to show you guys this cowlick, right? Before, somebody pushed my client back and now I have to repair it, but my client has a bad cowlick in the front. So I had to, if you were paying attention to where I was cutting it down, I kind of coasted over that front line. I really wasn't going straight through, right? So what you got to do is you got to attack this differently than you would normally attack it, right? So how I'm gonna attack this is that I normally comb through and try to find the direction of the hair in which it best lays, right? And then I go with my 2 guard and I'm just following in that same direction that the hair naturally lays in. You don't wanna comb it or, run the clipper straight through because then it's gonna be you going against the grain in that area, and that which causes it to be lower than the rest of the areas. So that's the reason why you have to really figure out what direction the hair lays best in. And that's not only with cowlicks, that's with doing the taper, fade. The reason why your cuts are not coming out looking clean and neat is because you're not really going into the direction that the hair lays best in. So make sure you figure that out. And then all of your, blends and your cowlicks is gonna come out a lot better. So I wanna focus more on this back taper because I feel like this was difficult to do. The hair grows in a different direction. But right now, I got my trimmers and I'm just setting in my bald line, making sure everything is nice and neat. So the next guideline I'm gonna set in is with my clippers with the lever fully open, and I'm going up about a half or even a full inch, being that this is the back. I'm going up about a full inch, right? And I'm going over it multiple times to make sure it's at that lever open length. And you're gonna see me go from side to side because, his hair grows at a slant. So you're gonna have to, as I go higher, I'm gonna have to switch the angle, as you see right here, of how I'm setting in the guideline. Right now, I got the 1 guard on with the lever open, and in certain areas, I gotta go side to side, right? Just to get it down, because the hair doesn't grow straight down, so I have to go at an angle to make sure it's at that length. So I'm not gonna focus on the bulk at the top. I'm just gonna work my way back down. And as I will go down, I'm basically taking baby steps. All I did was close the lever on that one guard, and I'm just softening up that middle line. Putting on that zero guard with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, I'm flicking out that middle line. Now keep in mind, I'm using my corners in those areas where I have to go side to side. And then those areas where I go, where I'm using the full blade on the other side, I'm just going straight up, right? But in certain areas, you have to pay attention on the way the hair grow. It's that critical, especially when you're dealing with a waver, because some wavers brush their hair differently. So right now, I got my lever open and I'm just detailing what the zero guard couldn't take out. So with taking out this bottom line, you can take it out either two ways. You can set the lever halfway, soften it up first, then close the lever fully and take it out in the flick out motion. Now, what I like to do is I like to close it fully and then work my lever open as I go up, right? So that's the way I do it. There's no wrong way or right way to do it. It's just whatever feels comfortable for you. So now I'm gonna attack that top bulk differently. I'm gonna brush it in the way that the hair grows. I'm putting on my one guard with the lever open, which is a 1.5. That's right below a 2. And I'm just going with the grain. I'm gonna close the lever a little bit as I go to try to knock it down as much as I can, but you wanna make sure that you go with the grain as much as possible. You kind of don't wanna go against the grain because your client has waves, and wavers wanna keep as much hair or waves at the shoreline as possible. So make sure you're real light as far as if you wanna go against the grain, cleaning it up. And lastly, detailing your work is extremely important. It separates you from being just an average barber. What I like to do is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, if you don't have access to a mirror, that's fine. Rest your eyes, come back to the blend. You'll start noticing different bulk areas in the blend, and you could just corner work those areas with your blades and just get it. It's basically just about separating those hairs to where it's not all clumped up, right? So make sure you detail as much as possible. The client will notice and other people will notice as well. Now, when it comes to the sides, he basically just wants a low taper. And how I attack that is I set up my bald line, then I'll go with my highest guard, which is a one guard with the lever open, and I'll just work my way back down. Now, what you want to do is you want to memorize these steps. If you're a student in barber school, if you're a beginner that wants to just learn how to cut hair, you want to memorize these steps. This will make you faster at cutting hair, all right? To where you're not thinking about what to do next, right? You shouldn't be thinking about what guard to use. You should be thinking about how to make the blend the best it can possibly be by detailing, all right? That's where your mind should be. And as far as fading the beard goes, it's the same exact thing. You're just doing it in reverse, going downward. So next, I'm gonna prep the front line by putting alcohol on my client's lineup, right? This is gonna dry out the skin, making sure everything is nice and clean. Plus, it's gonna leave that ash mark that you're looking for, that crispiness of the line. So make sure you prep the line in some type of form or fashion before you actually start lining up your client.
just relax your mind. You got time another time. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart.
Now, if you're just starting out cutting hair, I do not recommend using enhancements. I recommend learning how to perfect the cut as much as possible before you start using enhancements. You don't want to start spraying on enhancements in your beginner cut because then it's not going to look enhanced. It's not going to look right? So learn how to perfect the cut naturally before start using enhancements. And lastly, what you want to do, especially with a waver, is do a freehand trim. What this does, it gets the frizzy hairs that's sticking up on top, makes everything nice and neat. This is how you actually finish a cut to where it looks professional. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like
Free your thoughts.
YouTube. This is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy, and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.